This week we're going to Guatemala, to El Limon, to meet the Bateos. But I'm in the roastery, look! So I don't know if you can tell how excited I am to be back in the roastery and back here. We still don't have the guys to help filming, which I know will please some of you, but yeah, we will hopefully, that will be the next stage of normality returning. So as I said, we're going to talk about El Limon. El Limon is somebody who we've worked with now since 2013 and have become really important partners. I was first introduced to Beto and the family by Raul Rodas, who is the 2011 World Barista Champion and good friend. And I asked him if he could help me find some producers that other people hadn't found in Guatemala. And they hadn't been found. They were selling their coffee as a commodity coffee to the local mills and were not having any of the, kind of praise and showing the hard work they were doing. But Raul owns a coffee shop and roastery in Guatemala City, and he had started buying their coffee. And then we also became part of that. And now we exclusively buy everything from Beto, and we really built on that relationship from El Limon. So it is a natural process coffee. Now we know what natural process is that the cherry stays onto the seed and you dry the cherry. They never did natural processing before we'd met. Everything was washed, and they enjoy the challenge. They've even started doing some honeys now, where they've been doing a black honey and lots of other things, which is they've grown as we've grown with them, and we've learnt off each other, and I think that's really, really fantastic. But to tell us a little bit about more about the farm, let's go to Virtual Steve and his update. Thanks, Steve. So, the Bateos and the Reyes family have been an important part of Has-Been's life for the last 7 or 8 years and continue to become more and more important. They've owned the farm for 21 years and have really focused on improving quality and taking care in everything that they do. Investing in the farm, investing in the mill, investing in the people who work for them. All of the family have a part to play in the day-to-day running of the farm, including Beto's wife, Marilyn, and their children, Saul, Alina, Bateo, and Bateo's wife, Mayfa, and Bateo's brother, Felix. He runs the mill. Saul is doing a course on agronomy and helping with those things. Bateo is the farm manager who runs the day-to-day dealings on the farm and the logistics of packing the containers, moving the containers, dry milling. Marilyn looks after all of the pickers on the farm. So when a family comes, she'll help them settle into the town, make sure that they have food and they've got accommodation and all the things that they need. In fact, everybody has a role to play. Mayfa ends up doing the books and running all of the financial side of things. They've also built a QC lab now on the farm, which we used for the first time on the visit in February. And really good to see them starting to taste their own coffees and really see the difference in the qualities and how they can improve what they're doing. I love going to visit the family. The family have an amazing warmness to them that just means that you're instantly part of the family. It makes you feel welcome and makes you feel like you're at home when you're a very long way away from home. I always tend to visit them towards the end of the trip, as it's always nice to have that warm hug of somebody that you like to spend the time with and like to spend time with the family. Okay, so enough of that. It is time now for Roland's Daft Fact of the Week returns! It's great, we have the return of Roland's socially distanced Daft Fact. Roland, do you... Oh, you're not in focus, Roland. Shall I try and make you in focus?
Probably best if I'm not.
Maybe if I hold it out further. Roland, do you have a daft fact for us? A socially distanced daft fact?
I do. Did you know that an estimated 51% of Guatemala's population is of native, indigenous Mayan descent, which makes it the only Central American country where a majority of people consider themselves to be of indigenous descent?
Did you miss him? It's nice to have Roland back on his daft fact, isn't it? It's one and only time because I'm probably not going to be here next week, but yes, good to have you back. So let's get into the coffee. So on the very front end you've got, it's a little bit like I want you to think about a plum that's been sat in the fruit basket for a little while. It's got a bit squishy and a bit soft and a bit bruised. It's that kind of whole like mushy fruitness to it, tied in with like a brown sugar sweetness and a little bit of like a boozy brandy kind of flavour to it. It's a powerful big coffee. This will work fantastically in espresso, I feel, and I think as a milk-based drink, it would really cut through that milk really well, like a powerful coffee flavour to it as well. I think it's a real drinker's coffee, super clean. And for them only processing natural coffee in the last kind of 5 years or so, it's amazing how good they are at the details of getting that clean cup. And I think they really, really nail it. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a fanboy of the Reyes family. I love the work that they do, and I love their coffee, and I hope you love it too. Listen, thank you for joining me. Great to be back. Great to have a sign of normality starting to come back. But do remember, life is too short for bad coffee.
You do love a bruised plum.
Do love a bruised plum. It's one of my favourite descriptors of all time. Ugh!